Killed by police officers and sheriff's deputies Saturday night. It happened outside a hardware store in Ottawa, Kansas on Princeton Street. Authorities say a situation involving a man named Joseph Jennings and officers escalated. The officers shot Jennings, though Jennings' family says he was unarmed. He later died at the hospital. KCTV5's Brooks Fowler was in Ottawa, where he learned much more about the man who died and the events that led up to that shooting.
Why did it take them shooting him 16 times at least?
We are thankful that no police officers or sheriff's deputies were injured while defending themselves from the potential threat of serious bodily harm.
18-year-old Joseph Jennings had big dreams. He was starting school on Monday for underwater welding. He also loved riding his motorcycle.
He was a really good boy.
But his life was not perfect.
He suffered from depression, seizures, and anxiety.
His aunt, Brandy Smith, says his seizures were getting worse in the past month, and with no relief in sight, he had begun feeling suicidal. 2 days before he was shot and killed, he posted this on Facebook. "Tonight is the night. Goodbye, everyone. I love all of my family, and I hope you don't hold this against me." 10 minutes later, according to family members, the 18-year-old swallowed 60 pills, trying to take his life.
The two cops that was involved in the shooting was also there when this took place, when they took him by ambulance to Ransom Memorial Hospital for overdosing.
He had survived the overdose, but only 3 hours after leaving the hospital, he walked to Orshlands.
It was a suicide mission.
When Smith saw what was happening, she ran from her home to try to intervene.
And I told him, that's Joseph Jennings. He's suicidal. He's upset. Don't shoot him.
Her husband also tried to help.
Because my husband was going to tackle him to the ground, was in arm's reach, and they told him to get back or they was going to shoot him.
Smith says her husband backed off.
Me and him could have definitely got the situation under control if they would have just stood down.
And police attention turned back to Jennings.
The cop yelled out, "Bag him," and then 3 shots were fired with the bags, and then I don't know how many shots were fired. I know they shot him in the back of the leg and in the back of the shoulder.
According to family, he was unarmed at the time of the shooting. Was he armed, and why the need to shoot him? What danger did he pose?
Well, that goes into the specifics of what is being investigated by the KBI. We're not going to comment on any of the details at this point because, as I said, this is an ongoing investigation. We extend our heartfelt condolences and compassion to the family of Mr. Jennings.
You must still be in shock over what...
I'm in shock because I never seen no gun, and I was standing right there the whole time.
From Ottawa, Brooks Fowler, KCTV5 News.
The KBI is now handling the investigation. The officers involved in the shooting are on administrative.